Hello everybody, my name is Aaron Collins and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. Initially, was not going to even talk about this particular subject, was going to even do a video on this, but after I scanned YouTube a little bit, I saw that there were a few people that were talking about it, and so I decided to go in, put my 2 cents in, let everyone know what I think about it. And the subject to which I'm referring to is the controversy surrounding Tariq Nasheed, Cynthia G, and Sara Nicole. I saw the live stream that Cynthia G put out last week, and she had Sara on her show, on the live stream, and she was just allowing her to tell her side of the story of what happened, when she was fired from Tariq's show. By the way, Sara Nicole, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure some of you probably do by now, but for those who don't know, Sara Nicole was a former employee of Tariq Nasheed. She was a co-host on his show called The Ism, which ironically, I subscribed to Tariq, and I've never even watched The Ism before. And I only found out about The Ism after seeing the live stream last week. But anyway, moving right along, she was telling her side of the story of why she was fired. And she was fired for the simple fact that while they were doing the show, the Ism show, it was brought up the fact that Sara asked Tariq, she claimed a week prior, about if he was a pimp or not. And I don't understand why it wasn't addressed then, or if it was or not. But anyway, from the clip that Cynthia was showing last week, it's apparent that he was not very happy about it, because they got into a discussion about it, which turned into an argument. Tariq referred to Sara as being an agent and saying she's an informant, that he didn't trust her. So, they were going back and forth, and finally, Tariq just had enough and just released her right there on well, not TV, but right on the internet, in front of a live audience. So where Cynthia comes in is after this happened, after her firing, apparently she had gotten on, Sara Nicole had gotten on Periscope and referred to Cynthia as her bestie, which is done prior, this is done without Cynthia's knowledge. So Cynthia is being brought into a situation which she has no idea of. But after the live stream, she was telling her side of the story. So word got out that Cynthia and Sara both conspired against Tariq, which I really don't think that's what happened. I think Cynthia, being the genuine person she is, she's just trying to give someone a chance to tell their side of the story. She offered her platform as a chance for Sara to vent and rant what happened to her. Now, I don't know very much about Sara Nicole. Matter of fact, prior to even seeing the live stream, I've never even heard of her. But from what she said about herself, she says she's a fashion model in the industry, which is okay. So so you can do something after working with Tariq. Now, this is where I weigh in on the whole subject matter. Now, as far as Tariq and Cynthia is concerned, Cynthia and Tariq, you all both have some really massive platforms. You all have many subscribers to your programs and shows and videos. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are friends, because after that happened, I hear that Tariq did some videos blasting Cynthia, which turned out that he wasn't very happy. He didn't blast her. I mean, I have yet to watch these videos that Tariq did. I'll eventually get around to doing them. But one thing that I'm going to say about the both of you, you all, to me, in my opinion, you all both are very important to the black community for the simple fact of the content you all put out. Now, Tariq, whether you used to be a pimp or not, that to me, that's really not important. Someone's past is the past, and as far as I'm concerned, it should be the past. I know you've written books about macking women, how to mack. Maybe that's where people have a difference, and I kind of wonder about that myself. But after seeing you defend yourself on Tucker Carlson, saying it was done in satire, all I can do, brother, is just go by your word. The point is, though, is that once again, the things you have done, for the black community, I wish people would go off of that. Illinois Nation is very informative. Not to mention your Hidden Colors series. I have yet to get the DVDs myself. I'm going to eventually get them. And what you do for Haiti is something to be spoken for, commendable. Do I think you need to tighten up as far as your dealings with the fairer sex, women, especially black women? I think it could use some work. But as far as what you currently are doing for the community, hey man, I have no complaint. Cynthia, I realized that you were brought in a situation that you had no prior knowledge of, and that you were trying to help, and I defend you for that. I think though that maybe you and Tariq should probably have a sit down together and maybe discuss what happened. Apparently Tariq was hurt, or he was upset about something that might have been taken out of context. And I do realize it's a lot of people, a lot of outsiders that are stirring the pot and have no clue what the hell they're even talking about. But anyway, like I said, from my perspective, you all both have two very important platforms. You all have way more subscribers than a lot of people, and a lot of people follow you. And it's been said that a lot of simp males follow you, Tariq. Well, I guess you can't help your following, and beta males will always be beta males. But you all are too important, for the cause. Our people are being slaughtered in the streets, black men especially, by these race soldier police officers, and we can't afford to be on social media berating each other. And of course, Cynthia, I love your work. Like I said, I don't know much about Sara, Nicole, but I'm going to say this. Coming from the perspective that you were an employee of Tariq's, maybe you could have, saved that question. Maybe you shouldn't have asked that question. I mean, I don't know what the circumstances were that caused you to ask the question. I'm not going to get on here blasting you because, like I said, I don't really know you. But you probably should have judged the situation better. And this is my suggestion for Tariq and Nicole. I mean, Sara. Maybe Tariq, maybe you should, calm down, obviously, and maybe approach Sara and sit her down. Or say something like, this is why this happened. This is why I did what I did. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. And everyone that's on the outside looking in, who has no clue what's going on, just ignore them. I mean, ignore them. Like I said, now I still haven't watched Ism before. I have seen Tariq doing one of his different platforms, but or maybe that was Ism and just didn't know of it. I don't know. But as far as I know, that this whole thing was, to me, blown out of proportion. And Cynthia, I realized you were just trying to help. And as far as you taking a break, by all means, take a break, but don't walk away, because your voice is way too much important, and we need you on here. We need some positive forces on social media, YouTube in particular. And I know in the past I've actually asked for to sit in on mediations. A lot of you who subscribe to me know that last year I actually did a video. I made another video again addressing Tariq when he confronted Tommy on Vlad's show. And when I'm talking about Tommy, I am talking about Tommy Sotomayor. And I requested to do a mediation, to sit down between you two. So I guess I'm again asking, maybe I could request to sit down with the three of you, Tariq, Cynthia, and Sara. That would be something. And I'm being serious about this. I'm not saying this just to hear myself speak or to just to spin my wheels, but I want to see you all get along. I mean, like I said, I think Cynthia and Tariq, I think you all have a good friendship. Don't throw it away. And because of some stuff that I've thrown out of proportion. Now, once again, Tariq, whether you are a pimp or not, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I think what's important is what are you doing now in the community? And as far as I'm concerned, you've done plenty in the community. Your Hidden Colors series is still #1. I can't wait to see Hidden Colors 5 and 6 and any infinite numbers of Hidden Colors stories and documentaries. But I think you all need to really, just have a sit down and talk. Let's stop all the scandal and the fighting in each other. I mean, we already have enough of that going on within our community. We're people that's supposed to be, speaking and helping the community and trying to, lead our community to do better. We don't need them to see us going at it. It's already enough buffoonery and coonery on YouTube as it is. One thing I will say though, now that I mentioned Tommy, I am glad to say this, that I'm glad, Sara, you did not go on Tommy's show, because, and this is not a shot at Tommy, but Tommy, I know how you are. You can be pretty brutal, and then not to mention, like I said before, the aforementioned tiff you had with Tariq before. That's probably, I don't think that was a good idea to begin with.
Paid for it, right?
No, my mom.
So
My grandma's
as far as I'm concerned, I hope you all, can patch things up. Sara, I wish you all the best as far as your fashion model, endeavors. I wish you the best in that. I think you can go far. You're not a bad-looking young lady. You should be able to do well. And hopefully, like I said, you'll be able to sit down with Tariq again. Hopefully, you all could, even mend a friendship or something out of this. And Cynthia, I love you, and I'm not gonna hide that. So, guys, I just wanted to weigh in on the whole situation. And I wanted to talk about it, and I'll put my 2 cents in it. Once again, I know I said I was not going to do a video on this thing, but I just keep hearing so much about it, so I just decided to go in and put it out there. I hope, and everyone else out there that's watching it, let me know. Guys, get in the comments and give me some positive feedback. I know trolls are going to probably want to say something too, but this is really not the time for that. We need to be doing whatever we can to mend our community. We live in an atmosphere where Black lives are being snuffed out in record numbers. Okay? So could we please behave and act accordingly? I'm serious. I'm sick and tired of us being in the headlines. I'm sick and tired of us being hashtags. We need to come together and mend our community. And that means Tariq, Cynthia, Sara, and everyone else out there need to come together and do this together. Alright? So, yeah. And my faithful subscribers, I love you a lot. I love you all so much. Thank you. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. You know, share this video. You know, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. So, once again, everyone, God loves you. I love you. This was my take on the whole deal surrounding these three, so this is how I feel. But anyway, God loves you, I love you. Let's do life.